Welcome, Wolf and Wolfettes. We are back with Extinction on the PlayStation 4 Pro, and today we're going to be doing Chapter 3, Part 10. Avil moves southward to evacuate refugees whilst awaiting further word from the Royal Expedition, and we need to rescue 16 civilians. Now, I'm not going to bother updating you on the story because every time we do a level, they pretty much talk about the story at the beginning of the level and at the end of the level. So if you want to know what's going on, I'm sure they're going to tell you in a couple of seconds anyway. Now, we've got to rescue 16 civilians. I'm hoping that I don't get any Reveni-based medals, because when I do these levels, I like to just quickly rescue civilians and get out of the place, you know. So if there's going to be a medal like destroy armor or something like that, it's going to force me to actually fight the Reveni. So fingers crossed it's something like do not die or something like that. If you don't like your bonus medal, oh perfect, if you don't like your bonus medal and you don't like your territory, you can actually quit the level, and if you do it again it will give you a random territory and a random bonus medal. So if you're not happy with what you've gotten or it's a bit too difficult, then just quit and restart and you might get yourself an easier one. Like, because in levels like this, where you've just got to rescue civilians, do not die is pretty easy, you know. But on levels where you've got to kill like 4 Reveni, then do not die is a bit more difficult. Once you've got all the health upgrades, it's very easy, you know, because you can survive 2 free hits before you die. But at this level of the game, it'll probably still be 1 hit and I'm dead. Yeah, we should be able to do this level very quickly.
Refugees have been separated, broken into smaller camps for safety.
You do not seem satisfied.
My people should not be hiding and scurrying about like vermin.
It is too risky to keep the survivors in one location. If the Reveni discover them, they could wipe out nearly all of humanity in one attack.
And after my people are scattered to the winds, who will defend them then?
I will, Your Highness. I will not let them fall.
Send me as many as you can for now. We'll sort out the rest later.
Yeah, because at the moment we are separating the civilians into smaller groups, because obviously if we send all of the civilians into one location, then the Reveni are just going to straight up murder everybody in one attack, you know. So we're sort of separating them, so if some die, not all of them will die, you know. So that's what we're doing at the moment. Now the reason we're doing this is because at the moment, Xander is building a portal that will hopefully teleport everybody away to a new safe place, you know. So at the moment, we're just trying to separate everybody until she's finished with her portal. And then once she's finished with her portal, obviously everybody will meet back up, you know. So it's a pretty good plan, you know, because even if just like 6 people make it to a new location, you know, humanity can thrive once again, you know. Obviously, you do need to have a certain amount of people, because if they start trying to have babies, you know, and there's not enough different people in the group, then you're going to end up with some dodgy kinds of humans, you know. Because obviously, if you that's why if you do incest in real life, you can end up with like pretty messed up children, you know. It's not guaranteed, but it's a lot higher chance, you know. So if you've got like 6 people or like 3 people that keep on like having babies together, then there's more of a chance that I'm going to break his leg quickly just so he stops killing my citizens. But yeah, if you have more people, there's less chance of like abnormalities with the children, you know. So yeah, it's good to separate them into smaller groups. I think it's a good idea. And plus, Xander, he can teleport around with the stone, you know, so he can rescue all of these groups of people pretty easily if they do get attacked. So, you know, obviously it'll be easier to defend them in one area. But, you know, I don't know. The king is not thinking. The king ain't thinking like me, you know. I think I should be king. As you can see, it's very easy, you know, just rescue everybody. There's plenty of civilians, you know. As long as you keep the Reveni incapacitated, you'll be alright, see? And we didn't die either.
My people have located the material Xandra requires.
No easy feat.
Perhaps, someday, you will divulge how you came to discover this resource, nestled so discreetly under the ocean waves.
As I explained, Sandra has been studying the weapons we've acquired from the dead Reveni. The device will work, Your Highness. Soon we will be able to move people further away from danger. Lives will be saved. Isn't that the most important thing?
It is for now. May you never know the responsibility of leadership. The many compromises that one must wear like an unseasonal coat.
You wear them well, King Yarrow.
Lovely. Because that's what they're doing at the moment. They're looking for the materials so that Xander can build this giant portal that will teleport people to safety. I'm saving up my points a little bit at the moment just because I want to get these ones here. I mean, it's a little bit harder to do it at the moment because you get a lot of points from killing Raveni and stuff, but I'm going to try and save my points because I want to get things like... It's pretty much these ones, really. These three right here are the key ones that help me win very quickly, you know. And because I've finished the game now, I have all of the upgrades in my own playthrough, you know, so I'm pretty much a beast. So I've got to get used to having very few of these upgrades now. But yeah, obviously at the moment we ain't got to worry about any of the really bad Raveni, because in the later levels when you start meeting even more new armor type Raveni, it is horrible. Okay, another random one. Generate mission. Kill 3 Raveni. Okay, so we don't want do not die at this stage of the game. Something like destroy armor would probably be the best. City defense. Oh, okay. That's not too bad, I suppose. City defense normally means you can't have the extinction meter fall below a certain percent. If it's like 30% or something, it should be alright. If it's like 70% or something, then this is going to be awful, depending on which Raveni appear, you know. But this is what we're going to do throughout this game. It's just like simple challenges like this, and then you have bits of story at the beginning and the end of the level. So if you enjoy that, you'll enjoy this game. It's all about the combat for me and the different Raveni types. That's what I enjoy the most. But yeah, the objectives in this game are very, very repetitive. I wish they were a bit different with that. You know, that's my only problem with the game, just the repetitivity of the objectives. If they changed that, it'd be a brilliant game, you know, instead of just a good game. 75%! Oh, fuck, we're dead.
We may have to adjust our objective in this conflict. Delorum may be lost.
I will not abandon the kingdom.
Respectfully, Your Highness. Delorum is no longer a kingdom. It is a graveyard.
I had hoped.
I, too, had hoped that we could vanquish our invaders and reclaim our birthright. But that moment has passed. The fight in front of us is for survival. I will continue to slow the Raveni advance, but I cannot stop them. This is not a fight we can win.
Okay, right, so 75% is actually going to be quite difficult to do. It depends on the kinds of Raveni that are going to appear, I suppose. If there's lots of iron armoured Raveni and lots of wooden armour Raveni, then we can probably do this very easily. But, you know, it depends on where they appear as well. I don't know where they're going to appear. I hope they appear near me. Okay, they do. Right. What is he wearing? Okay, he's got wooden armour. He's also got a golden helmet, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. We'll try and kill it as quick as possible. Luckily, I have gotten better at the whole killing Raveni, you know, whilst playing this off-camera. I love it when I say off-camera. It makes you sound proper professional, doesn't it? It makes me sound like I work for Hollywood or something. Ouch. Oh, perfect. I like it when they do that. It makes it a lot easier to chop off their arms. Should already have enough energy. Yeah, once we take off his helmet, we'll have enough energy. I want to be quick because sometimes the second one appears before you're ready. I have learned a few things we can do to cheese a few of the levels in this game just to make them a bit easier. If you don't know what cheesing is, it's when you're a little bit cheaty, but you're not actually cheating, you know? Like in cheesing in StarCraft 2, generally you would build a small army very quickly in the game, and then you would straight away attack the other team, you know, which is a bit cheesy, you know. So it's sort of like cheesing, but not. It's sort of like cheating, but not, I guess. Oh, you bastards! They killed everybody. Don't know why I laughed after I said that. It's not a reason to laugh, is it? I assume there's going to be a mixture of golden armour, bright steel. Bright steel is the one I don't like. If it's bright steel armour on their legs and they don't have a pouch on their arse, you know, so you can't grab onto that pouch and fling yourself in the sky. Oh, it might be this one actually. Oh no, that's golden armour. Okay. I thought they had bright steel. But when they've got bright steel legs, if they don't have that little patch around their belt, which you're allowed to grab onto that flings you in the air, it makes it so hard to actually get them. We want to kill this guy quickly though, just because he's got a club. So once you take off a limb, he will drop his weapon. So that's the main thing you want to do, is just make sure he loses his weapon. Oh god, I don't like missing. It could be such a catastrophe if you miss an attack. Sometimes though, if you don't exactly aim at one of the locks, you know, and you aimed in the general area of the lock, you can still break it, you know. Obviously, it's best if you aim straight at it and it glows red, but, you know. Oh, shit, I got stuck under his ankle. At least it wasn't do not die. Oh, at least I appeared close by. Oh, shit, he's standing up again. We have to be very careful because the extinction meter is 75%. And the longer you take to defeat the Reveni, the more chance you've got, obviously, of the other Reveni appearing at the same time. And then trying to control 2 Reveni, it could be a pain in the butt. What kind of shoulder armor does he have? Lovely. Oh shit, another one's appeared. And we're on 88%. Crap, 87%. Okay. It depends what armor he's got. If he's got bright steel on his legs or something like that, then yeah, this is going to be a bit of a disaster. I think he's walking away from the majority of the buildings at the moment. What's he got? It looks like gold armor, doesn't it? You don't have to do the bonus medals, you know. I only do it because it just makes it a bit more interesting, you know. Because if you don't focus on doing any of the medals or anything like that, it is so easy. It's not even hard, you know. I need to get him down quick though, because I like to do the medals just because you get more points, you know. Has he got a weapon? Yes, he does. 84%. Okay, we've got him down. We've got him down. So he should drop his weapon now, so that'll be good. Watch out! Oh! I've got to try to stop shouting. If I do shout during this playthrough, I apologise. Oh, lovely. Hang on a minute. I thought I destroyed one of these locks already. Oh, well, never mind. Once we kill this guy, though, we're done. So we should be alright. See, these patches right here can be an absolute lifesaver. Another thing I've noticed, though, is when your energy is full, like your Ruined Strike energy, when that is full, you can actually... he's doing what they do in Shadow of the Colossus, the shaking. But if your energy is full, and you're, for example, fighting like an Iron Lock, an Iron Armor Reveni, then if you've got a full bar of Ruined Strike energy where it's glowing and you can kill the Reveni, then when you hit those locks, which normally take 2 hits to destroy, you can actually destroy it in 1 hit. So I mean, it didn't glow red then, but I still managed to destroy it. Lovely. Okay. There we go. That's that done. And we had 83% extinction. Lovely. Because I think you get bonus points.
By the world we create. It is an extension of our will, our destiny. I will not concede this kingdom to those otherworldly brutes. You may retreat, brave sentinel, and find a cave from which to lick your wounds and refine your pragmatism. But my life will end here, in Delorum.
Do you truly believe it best to sacrifice yourself and abandon your people in their darkest hour? Your Highness, I believe you have your people's best intentions at heart, but your thoughts are in the past.
You are a perceptive man, Navil. It may be sentimentality that keeps me from releasing my grasp on Delorum.
Perhaps it would aid you to speak her name. Your Highness?
Oh, there we go, there we go. That's a little bit of a secret bombshell dropped right there. Obviously, he's had a wife or a family here or something, you know, and they've died. So he's got a bit of sentimentality. Yeah. Oh, we can get both of them. Sweet. This is a very good thing because it slows down. It makes, when you do your ruin strike, it makes time slow even more, you know. So if they're like, if you're about to attack a lock and they're moving their arm, you know, if you haven't got the upgrades, then they might move out of range before you can attack the lock. With this ability, it'll slowly make their arm move a lot slower, you know, so you got more chance to like break locks and break armor and stuff like that. But you definitely want to get this, you know, because your ruin energy will never drop below a certain level. I think the final upgrade keeps it above 30%, you know, which can really save your arse, you know, because you've got to do a lot less work to build up enough energy to kill a Reveni. And in the later levels, when lots of Reveni are appearing, it will really save your life if you've got that extra 30% constantly, you know. But yeah, let's go on to the next level. We've been doing all right at the moment. I mean, I think I've died in every level so far, but we've also completed the levels and done all of the challenges. There's bloody hair floating around from Sammy, my dog. Oh, right. Now, one way I thought of cheesing this level, right, is that we won't have to worry too much on this level because killing the Reveni in these earlier levels is not too hard. But the Reveni in this level, if you wanna, if there's two of them and they're close by, and if like sometimes lots of Reveni appear, you know. The first two that appear are normally pretty simple, but it can be random. You could get the worst two first, you know. But if they're easy, what you can do is cut off their legs and leave them on the floor. Just leave them there, you know, and keep running from Reveni to Reveni and keep cutting their legs off and just leave them. Don't kill them, just leave them. Because then no other Reveni will appear. Those two can't move because you've cut off their legs. And all you've got to do is keep them incapacitated for an entire 6 minutes, you know. The only thing you really got to focus on is any like bonus medals, but that's what I generally do on the harder levels. I just find hopefully it's two easy Reveni and I just cut their legs off and I leave them on the floor. We won't have to do it at the moment just because it's an easier level, you know, it's only gold armor and stuff. But when you get to later levels with like spike armor and fawn armor and stuff like that, it's horrible, you know. Oh, and bone armor, I hate bone armor as well. But let's go, see what we get. 6 minutes. Execute a dismembered Reveni. I don't know if that means I need to take off its arms and legs. Hopefully not. But yeah, if the Reveni appear very far apart, you know, and there's like one right across the other end of the map and you can't run between them before their legs grow back, then obviously cutting their legs off and leaving them on the floor won't work, you know. And most levels it won't work, but there are a few where they appear very close to each other or in the same spot, and there's only ever two alive normally, and you just cut their legs off, you know, and just leave them on the floor and they can't do anything. With two missing limbs, that's easy.
You were born in the province of Gular?
That has always been my assumption. But the truth is, I do not know for sure.
Your mannerisms, your speech, indicate as much.
My allegiance was to my fellow soldiers, not the family crest of a man I never met.
I believe your temerity and stubbornness served you well in the service of war.
I am here today.
True. And my family is not.
Yeah, see, look. He's obviously lost his family, and that's why he doesn't want to just abandon this city, you know. But at the same time, it's just a city. It's got nothing to do with your family. I mean, your family might have lived here, but, you know. Typical. The Reveni has to appear miles away from me, doesn't it? What a surprise. But yeah, we have to defend the watchtowers for 6 minutes. As long as one of them is standing, we should be okay. But sometimes you get a challenge where you need to leave two of them remaining at the end of the battle, you know. They're the worst ones. Oh, here we go. A nice wooden one. That sounds pretty dirty, doesn't it? A nice wooden one. Oh, come on, that counts. It might not have been glowing red, but I definitely hit it. It's so enjoyable to like see a wooden armor Rafini, you know, because some of the other Reveni in this game are just absolute hell to kill, you know. Killing them is like satisfying just because they're so annoying to kill. But these guys, because it's so easy, it's just so enjoyable because you ain't got to stress out about it too much. Make sure you do rescue some citizens when you do have time, though, because that does actually make you quite a lot of extra skill points, you know. I mean, in this level, I'm not sure if only one appears. if only one Reveni appears in this level at a time, we could just... Oh, okay, all of them died. That's not good. We could just leave the Reveni on the floor with their legs cut, but I think there is 2 that appears. But never mind, we'll just kill them. Like I said, it doesn't really matter too much at this stage of the battle. In this stage of the game, I mean. It's just when you get to the later levels, it could be horrible. We're about to lose this bloody thingy by the looks of it. I might have just got here in time. I mean, we have to... That's why you want extra health, because things like that won't instantly kill you. But at the same time, you want to save points up for the good upgrades, you know. I'm trying to be quick because there's going to be another Reveni, I assume.
What are you doing?
What the f... I need to start getting some of them health upgrades. Or I just need to start bothering to dodge. He's going to get that tower now. I don't think we're going to get there in time. Oh, we might do. We might get there in time. The problem with the iron locks is they're at the side of his body. Also, when he lands, how I get knocked away like that all the time. I mean, I try my best to run, but I always seem to get hit anyway. There we go. Obviously, I have to cut his armour off for the trophy, for the bonus medal. But I also need to do it. So what kind of swing was that? Quick, 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 quick. Ah, that's it. Yeah, see, look, another Reveni appears. So this is the kind of level where you definitely won't be able to have 2 Reveni sitting on the floor with their legs chopped off, because obviously, as you can see, they're very far apart. We're going to lose a tower now, probably, because I've got to cut this dude's helmet off, and it's one of those horrible... God damn it, he cut the shoulder armour off instead. No, what did you do then? For fuck's sake. I'm going to end up losing, I think. These are the worst helmets in the game. By far, you know. Even when you start seeing the horrible helmets later on in the game. Like the bone armour and all that. God, this really frustrates me when I've got to do this. I need to hurry up because I don't know what kind of armour the other one's got. So I don't know how much damage I'm going to have to do. See, this shit like this. See, what a fucking surprise. And now I'm on the floor somehow. I get really salty with these ones. I do apologise. I don't mean to be salty. I don't mean to be salty. I haven't lost any watchtowers yet, or have I? I'm not actually sure yet. No, 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 don't you dare. He's going to break one now. I can see what one he's heading towards. It normally glows red what one they're going to. I mean, to be honest, he's going to the complete wrong one. We might be able to stop him. Okay, yeah, this one's got a weapon, so he's probably been causing a lot of... Oh no, I really don't like these watchtower levels. How the f...
Get back in there, Reveal.
What kind of, Okay, we're just going to let him destroy that tower for now. I mean, as long as we've got one tower surviving, it's alright, you know? Because sometimes trying to rescue every tower, it just causes you to end up losing more towers. Quick, 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 quick. Like I said, though, once we've got those upgrades where we have 30% constant energy. Okay, then. Apparently, I'm not allowed to cut his arm off. But once we've got enough energy, where we have that constant 30% upgrade, things will be a lot easier. Let's get his helmet off. The golden helmets are a lot easier, considering they're supposed to be an upgraded set of armour. They're actually easier. Because both of the locks are on the back of his head. That was close. It's really horrible running up the front of their body. They've got such dirty, sweaty tits. Could you imagine what it smells like when you're running up their sweaty tits? But it stinks, doesn't it?
These towers are under my protection.
How long we got to defend for? 1 more minute. So we might... Oh. Oh, I thought he had a bit of bright still then. I was about to get really annoyed. Start to get salty. I've lost 1 tower, but it's not too bad. Did we do the bonus one? We ain't even done the bonus one yet. Shit, I better make sure I do that now then. If I've got time, actually. I've only got a minute left. I always try and run under like the knee gap that they've got, you know, sort of like behind your knee. I always try and run there because that seems to be one of the safest spots. I could be wrong though, it could be one of the deadliest spots and I'm being a right moron, but you know, I'm just going to assume it's safe because I don't seem to end up hurt when I go that way. Has he got a helmet on? Oh no. All careful. Sometimes you actually want them to smack their neck like that because there's a couple of sets of armour that the only way you can break it or you can deactivate it is by getting the Reveni to actually smack their own neck, you know, so it is actually a benefit when they do that sometimes. Let me just kill some of these little gits right here. How long have we got? 16 seconds! Oh shit. Oh, I don't think I'm going to have enough time to get that challenge done. No, I'm definitely not going to have it. It's going to end now. Oh, I've not got enough! Has he got any more armour? Nah, we're not going to make it. Nah, oh well, never mind. Oh look, another one just appeared over there then to ruin my day.
With a hitch in her step. A malady we had cause to believe could be remedied in Callum, your neighbor to the east. After much discussion and expense, passage to Callum was procured, as were the services of a doctor. My son insisted on accompanying my wife and daughter on this journey for their protection.
They were betrayed in Gular.
You know of the incident?
No, Your Highness. But I knew of men who would profit off such an arrangement. Men hired to ensure safety were often the very men you would need safety from.
The doctor sent word they had never arrived. Months later, an honest livery operator recognized the branding on a horseshoe and sent word. The silver my family were carrying for expenses had been retrieved from brothels and saloons across Gular. Your King Matthias apologized for their disappearance and made promises to find the men responsible, but no further actions on the matter materialized.
King Matthias was a fool, and if it offers solace, he met his end at a blade. His head was carried through the streets in a sack before being fed to a pig.
It does little to fill my heart.
King Yarrow, I sincerely feel for your loss. There is little I can say, other than to affirm that I am honored to fight alongside you in this conflict. Should we persevere, we can toil towards a better world.
Lovely. So obviously there's something wrong with his daughter and they've been sent off to the same kingdom that Avil is from, and they've been probably ambushed by a bunch of bandits and they've robbed them, and then obviously they've used all of the money they stole from King Yarrow's wife, daughter and son. They've stole all the money and been using it in brothels and shit. Lovely. Bunch of scumbags, isn't they? Okay, well, we're not going to have enough time to do another mission. I was hoping I could do the whole of a chapter in one video, but nah. Oh look, this one isn't actually random this time. Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, I remember this one. Good job when we're going to do this next time. I'm not a fan of this one. I always end up dead in the phones. Thanks for watching, WolfTheWolf. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Sorry for some of the unnecessary death and some of the dodgy commentary at some points in this video. Like, share and join the pack today.